look at the channels to market for accountants, they typically are more work from existing clients, i.e. your existing client is coming to you and saying, please, can I take an additional service or more of a certain service? The next thing is referrals from existing clients, which is where your existing client says, I think you should talk to, say, Alex from Soaring Fulcrum because they're brilliant. And I know Alex is on the line. Just a little bit of a shout out for you, Alex. The next key channel to market is about your referrals from introducers. So these are your bank managers, your lawyers, might be your business coaches, might be your IFAs. Those are the top 3 channels. And then you find it's that word of mouth business, that referrals from network, generally word of mouth. And then lastly, the other channels like social media, SEO, cold calling, PR, direct mail. Although a lot of my clients have had a huge amount of success by having a consistent social media presence, which has driven up their visibility in that general word of mouth business. And to sort of paraphrase Taylor Swift, it's all about the referrals, about the referrals, about the referrals. Absolutely. And as you can see, you know, the route to market for accountants is heavily skewed towards winning new business from existing clients and referrals. You know, and you know, this isn't a problem. You know, I can think of many industries who would love to have a client base that is so loyal and has what you have, this ongoing monthly revenue that just comes in every month. However, relying on referrals just coming in often makes it very difficult to scale your practice at the rate you want to. This is the kind of the oh dear part of referrals. You find that it's either too much work or never enough coming through the door. Then also that, you know, and I've suffered this in my own practice, is often that referrals are often heavily weighted to the main work winners in the practice, which for most of you is going to be you. It's going to be you. And, you know, this is a problem if the main work winners are expected to be chargeable, as they can't do both. You know, you can either be chargeable or you can go out and win work. You can't do both. And even if you kind of go to the model, which you may start doing if you're above 500K, where you start to have some either in-house marketing support or outsourced marketing support, it's also difficult for a dedicated sales and marketing team to progress a referral without the fee earner involvement. Now, it's hard, but not impossible to increase your referral rate. You know, you can add in more introducers, you can do more activity, but there's often a long time lag, whereas sometimes with things like SEO, with pay-per-click, that it might be a lower conversion rate coming through, is that actually you can switch on and switch it off. And I'm just going to come and answer your question now, Nigel. You've asked me, and it was actually in my notes to answer that now. You're absolutely right, Nigel, that one of the problems is referrals is often you can't control the quality of the referral, as it may offend the referee. And you often feel that it's duty bound. You feel you're duty bound to take on that referral. And David, yes, we are recording this very much so. So people often feel very duty bound to take on that referral. And that's a problem. It's also a problem that a lot of practices don't know what to do to systemize winning more referrals. And, you know, because so many accountancy practices have become used to organic growth without having to go out and formally market, they often fall into these traps. And I'm going to answer your question very shortly, Nigel. But firstly, they don't know what to do to influence the volume and quality of leads coming to you, because when you know that stuff's just going to come in, you don't need to do that. And very often, if you want to then change the rate, you don't have the confidence to do that, because you're not confident about what work you're going to win going forward, and so the resource planning doesn't happen or is widely inaccurate.